beautiful divine beings of light. Thank you for being here. It's so wonderful to be here with you and be in your presence today. I am super excited to film this video. I've been thinking about it for a while, and it's something that has really been a part of my journey these past few months. I want to say over 6 months now. I've really just been focusing on being more of a leader in my own life and just allowing myself to really lead my own life from a place of curiosity and compassion and openness. And, from a place where I feel more grounded and stable in my own foundation. And this is something that has really given me so much inspiration and so much energy, but it's also been such a ride such a ride of just seeing all of these different places where I really was just giving my power away. I was just not in me at all. I was just doing things because it was correct or right, or what other people expected of me, or what they say you're supposed to do here and you're supposed to do there. And with all of that, we look at those aspects and those places within our lives and we could see them as I wasted so much time, or we could really see them as places where we have learned where we really have gained insight and wisdom to really move forward within our lives. I really do truly believe that all of our experiences were really, meant to happen in the way to really give us exactly what it is that we needed to move forward. And it's up to us to make that choice to move forward. And I know if you're watching this video, everyone here is really has that heart that in their lives where it's okay, I'm gonna continue going forward, moving forward, no matter what happens, even if things seem really bleak, I'm still gonna keep going. I'm not gonna give up. What's really, really important when we come to opening ourselves up to being the leader of our life is to recognize that you need to make your own choices based on you, okay? It's really about making your own choices. And this is realizing that you really do have that power of choice within you, that you don't necessarily need to be going on any certain path. And certain aspects of ourselves are gonna start fighting that, okay? It's gonna create fear, it's gonna create resistance, and it's gonna come up. But just know that you are powerful enough to really see that, learn from it, give it compassion, give it love, and be all right, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing. And that's being a leader of your own life, really following your truth, following what it is that is truthful to you. What are your core values, right? I was talking about this in the October energy reading, about writing down what are your core values and how can you allow that to fuel your choices and what you do and how you act and how you move through your life. This is so crucial to really feeling that vitality and that inspiration and that creativity within our lives, to just feel love and to feel joy and just to allow things to be simple and be okay with it, and allow things to be as crazy as they are and be okay with it, because we know that this was not a byproduct of someone else's dream or someone else's life. This is us. Okay, and it's accepting that our soul, our higher self, was a part of this beautiful path, this creation that is our experience here on earth. So leading our own lives is being truthful to yourself, really being truthful to yourself, being honest with yourself, being in more integrity and authenticity with yourself. And if you're unsure of what that means and what it is, set your intention. Okay, write in your journal right now. I'm telling you, right now in your journal that you are ready to step into being this leader of your own life, being that main character, right? Having that energy, feeling that energy, bring yourself into that state. What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be in that state? And not only energetically, but just write it down. Write it down and allow yourself with each day to begin working through the shadows that come up in relation to being a leader of your own life, in relation to really being in your own authenticity, creating boundaries, being in your truth in all of your decisions. Yes, we are going to make, some, we're going to like not do things or do things that may go against our values. And honestly, this comes from a place of our past and how we used to do things and what has really influenced us. But we don't see that as a mistake, as something that pushes us back in life. We see that as an opportunity. Okay, these are opportunities. And this is where, like, when you can begin shifting your perspective in this way of just coming into more of this higher perspective where, you don't see these mistakes, you don't see these as falls or fails in any way, shape, or form. You see them as opportunities for you to learn from them, to grow from them, to further be more yourself, to use that experience as like a way of inspiring others, seeing that as a way of just really reflecting on yourself and allowing it to be just like a part of you, really allowing all of what you've been through to be a part of you. Let it be a part of you. Let yourself choose what it is that is natural and true for you, and let yourself dream big. Okay, so really let yourself dream big. Like, I have been playing small for so long in my life. I have been just really downgrading my experiences, not thinking that they're that important, thinking that I haven't had traumas when I have. Okay, that's like downplaying your life, downplaying your experiences. It's okay to like see them as like big moments within your life that really shifted you and created like the story that is your life. Something that was so inspiring and helpful for me was being a part of a co-author project where I had to write about myself. And this was where it was so hard for me to do that, because like I'm like, okay, my experience, like I'm going to talk about, stepping into my authenticity, stepping into my own soul expression, right? So doing that was so triggering for me, because I just like was noticing how I was downplaying all of these little experiences. I was like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm sure other people have had worse experiences and stuff like that. But no, this was important to you. This affected you. This affected your soul. And I had to like remind myself that like, this is my story. This is not anyone else's story. Like, no one else has had this specific experience in this specific way. Okay, like sure, other people have like, can start labeling and categorizing things within our lives, and it's like, okay, sure. But here's the details of my story. Here's what was actually going on. And really like within that and realizing that I was doing that, I wrote like so much more than I needed to for the chapter. And I ended up having to cut it down. But that was just such a good experience, like healing experience and just eye-opening experience to see what was coming up and what emotions were coming up when I started writing down my story, when it came to my own authenticity and just stepping into my power and stepping into being a leader of my own life. So if this is something that you're, it sounds like it might assist you in some way, shape, or form, do it. Like sit down and like write in your journal, write on your computer, whatever it is that you have. Just reflect upon like your story, tell your story, even if it isn't even read by anyone at all. Tell it, say it, write it down, and just see what comes up for you in where it is that you are looking to really bring forth more of you into your life, more of your power into your life. Because being a leader of your life is being in your power and recognizing your power within that, and knowing that no one, nothing in this world can, take that away from you. And those experiences that we've had where we've given away our power, where we've done this and that and this and that, those are opportunities, like I said, to learn from, to gain from, and to then choose how we are going to show up in our lives. So for me right now during this time, I'm really working on just feeling good in who I am. And I've been working on just really getting to know myself more too. So don't expect yourself to be somewhere that you're not. Like really honor yourself where you're at. Like for me, I feel like we're all still learning about ourselves. But yeah, so I've just really just been experiencing how it feels to be me, like what feels truthful and honest to me, like when I speak to other people, when I'm interacting with other people, and when I'm alone, like, am I being myself around others? Am I being myself around my family? Like, how can I bring more of myself in from a place of compassion where I'm not just like, "Bleh," you know what I mean? Like, just because that can be really hard on the soul, especially if you're someone that's been like playing small for a while. So just like really taking it step by step, playing around, seeing what feels good, allowing yourself to like listen to yourself more, listening to your intuition, tuning into your own inner wisdom, and just getting to know like what it is, what are your preferences, you know, what are your values, like I said, what is real and true for you in each moment. And the more that you can connect with yourself in those moments, one thing that's been really, really helpful for me, which is something that my dear coach has shared with me, is just bringing your hand, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, closing your eyes and just taking a few deep breaths and just tuning in and calling forth your higher self, calling in this version of you that who is just so curious. They have no expectations. They're open, they're expressive, they're compassionate. They're a leader of their life, right? They are authentic. They are in their integrity. They are truly just who they truly just be. This is you, okay, that you're calling in, and just like connecting with that version of yourself every single day. This y'all, in just like the few weeks that I've been doing it, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how just connecting energetically with that and making decisions from this place, asking this version of myself, like, oh, what would I do? What would this version of myself do? What would I do if I was a leader of my life? What would I do if this was this and this and that, right? And it just becomes reality. It really just becomes reality. And I'm feeling that in like the way that I walk and the way that I move and the way that I talk, and just like really tuning into like, all right, like this is my life. Like I can do what I want with it, okay? There is no set path for me, you know, to have to go on, all right? And sure, if you believe in like destiny and fate and stuff like that, like no matter what you choose, no matter what happens in your life, like you're never gonna make the wrong decision. You're always gonna make the right decision. You know, you're always gonna be on the right path, all right? This is your life, right? So yes, we still have choice, and yes, we can still go in different directions and timelines and whatever, but at the end of the day, like you can't make a wrong decision. So why not just tune into yourself and just go with it, you know? Go with what you feel, go with what's really true and real for you, and allow your lessons to really just be a way of seeing how you can show up more deeply in integrity with yourself and in authenticity with yourself. And this is magnetic, you guys. Like it's so magnetic when you begin connecting with that version of yourself and seeing how you can show up as that self like a little bit more with each day, creating some action steps, seeing what you need to do every day to get yourself to heal these different aspects of your being that are still holding on to this playing small, or holding on to like downgrading, or just like really just compacting your story and who you are. Like you are meant to be expressive and expansive and huge, okay? It's okay to be big. It's okay to like be quiet. It's okay to be what you are in the moment. And it's like allow all spectrums of yourself. Allow all spectrums of yourself to be here and alive here and now. This act of being authentic and being ourselves and allowing ourselves to make choices based on us and not everything else that's going on outside of us, it just attracts everything. It attracts all the good blessings and everything that is meant to be in our lives, within our lives. And it really allows us to enjoy life so much more when we just know that like we can't make the wrong decision. Like we can't do it wrong. You can't do you wrong, okay? Like you can't be you in the wrong way. So just be yourself. Like there's no wrong way to be you. So the more that you can tune into what is really you, what is truly you deep down at your core, and continue to explore that and experience that and let that to really come through you, the easier and easier it is for you to begin embodying that, okay? And it takes your presence to be able to see what is coming up from your past, your childhood, when you're a teenager, wherever, when you're an adult. I don't know how old you are, but like anything, whatever it may be that's coming up. It could just be from yesterday, some things coming up. How can you bring in that compassionate, more curious, expansive aspect of yourself in to help you drop deeper into your being here and now, rather than all the way back there, okay? And what can you do, like, to really just give those versions of yourself love, right? And compassion and tools to help them, like, really come back into integration with this new version of yourself that you're really stepping into. So open yourself up to that. Open yourself up to this idea that this is fully attainable for you right here and now, in this exact moment. Like, if this is something that you're interested in, which obviously if you're watching this video, you must be interested in, and just like really just being even more a leader of your own life. So claim it. Freaking claim your power, claim your choice, claim your intuition. Begin to create safety and trust within you. What do you need to do? Ask yourself, what do I need to do to create more safety and be able to trust myself and being able to feel like I'm enough in different aspects of my life? What do I need to do? What do I need to feel like? What do I need to bring through and allow with every single present waking moment that you have to be a part of that practice of being you and leading your life from a place of love, from a place of truth and integrity within your soul, okay? Fully, and completely attainable, all right? This is you. This is you you're talking about, all right? This is your life. You're already a leader of your life. I just want you to know you really already are. If you're out here making choices and like, doing things and setting boundaries and like this, you are. You already are. You already are. So claim it, be it, really embody it. Embody this version of yourself. It's so much fun. It really is. Life is so much more enjoyable. It's just so nice. It's so beautiful. Hard to explain. So I hope you're feeling it. I hope you're feeling it, and I'm excited for you and just sending you so much love and blessings and support to know that you are so supported in this journey. All right, and I am right here with you. It's an ongoing journey and it's fun. Let's let it be fun for us, okay? So let me know in the comments down below if you are ready, if you know exactly like what you are going to commit to, on a daily basis to this practice of being a leader of your own life. And even if you just like, if anything resonated with you, let me know in the comments down below. A lot of the time when I sit down and just like chat, some of it's just really channeled from my own soul. So yeah, just let me know if anything really resonated with you. Like and subscribe if you aren't already. It really does assist me in my channel and my mission here on earth, okay? And sharing this with other people, because we all have the right to this, okay? We all need to realize that this is something we can hold and embody within our beings, all right? So I'm sending you all so much love, all the hugs, all the kisses. I will see you in another video.